AC Kane is thing. TKG, what is good with y'all? Man, listen. Y'all are now watching. Now we talking. And pretty much it's as simple as that. We just talk. We talking about whatever topic is at hand. Nothing more, nothing less. Now today, we have a tweet by Dee at Thoughtful Bay. She's talking about Megan Thee Stallion makes it pretty obvious what her preferred subject matter is and how she wants her music to sound. However, y'all still listen to her and critique what's already been established. Stop fucking listening to her if you dislike it. So, of course, in my little charming way, I said, "Sweetie, it's not that simple." And she simply replies with, "What? What isn't simple?" And of course, I was mid-tweet. I was getting right ready to tell her she is a very good rapper. That can't be denied, but it goes to show ... I did not finish that tweet. And you know what? I stopped that tweet because I told myself, you know what? This is far beyond 120 characters. I have so much to say about this. So you know what? I wound up telling her, thank you for the idea. And shit, I'm going to just let my thoughts go from here. So without further ado, you already know what time it is, guys. You already know what time it is. It's time to start talking. So, what that tweet made me think about was the fact that I've kind of been harsh on Megan, that I've been very, very critical on Megan Thee Stallion. Now, there's a very, very, very simple reason for that. Honestly, it goes way far beyond what she raps about. To me, Megan Thee Stallion, to these kids, I guess you can call them, is an icon, is some form of idol, is someone that they look up to. Whenever anyone says any words of empowerment or any words of, oh, follow behind me, I'm going to lead us into whatever it is. I'm going to lead us into the new era a specific way, or I'm going to be saying a specific thing. Now, Megan, she raps about sex. And Miss Dee, you said that she has a preferred subject matter, which is sex. And yet, her niche outside of rap is she wants to be a for women empowerment. She wants to lead a women empowerment movement. She wants women to get their due. She wants more respect for, well, not women, more say, she wants respect for black women. Okay, that's fine. One, you're alienating all the other races of fans that you may have, so she's already starting on a bad foot there. Because there's more than one race. There's more than one race. There's more than, you know what I'm saying? There's more than just women, as a matter of fact. Yes, you can make music for women without alienating your male fans. Her fan base is called the Hotties. And then you hear what she's making music for, so already none of her music is for a nigga. You don't catch any niggas listening to Megan Thee Stallion without questioning why they're listening to Megan Thee Stallion. Clearly, I'm not saying you can't listen to Megan because she's a woman. That's not the thing. But if you go into Megan's mind, why are men listening to her at all? See, here's my thing. I'm so harsh on Megan Thee Stallion because she has been appointed this leader to take females into this next era of music. And what's so next era about it? She's pretty much a glorified Nicki Minaj, if you think about it. Nicki Minaj has been talking about sex and everything for years and years and years. It's been going on for so long. And we've been giving her shit about it. So why is it that Nicki Minaj can take shit for the same thing, but when it comes to Megan Thee Stallion, we're supposed to just accept that that's her subject matter? Here's the difference between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Outside of rapping, I don't see Nicki Minaj, doing the things that Megan Thee Stallion does, because you can't push for women empowerment and then just be this alcoholic, twerking mess. I'm not saying that Megan Thee Stallion's life is so hard and so terrible because she's rich, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not all glitter, not everything that glitters is gold, but what I'm pretty much trying to tell you is Megan Thee Stallion is not what I would want if I was in her family, I would not want my children directly looking up to her, just based off of what I would see from her on the internet. If I want some women to idolize anybody, I would want women to idolize maybe Beyonce, maybe Rihanna, two women that are into fashion. There's something more than music, something that branches out more than what you see in the studio, what you hear in the booth. And then plus their subject matter, it doesn't always have to be clean, yet outside of music, they're doing positive things for the community. The only positive things I've heard from Megan Thee Stallion, or what she's done for the community, is the fact that she gave scholarships to a couple of African American women, which she seems to have a type. She's pro African American, which that's okay. But again, you start to alienate all the other fans that you may have. Now, I know that it's in the midst of this Black Lives Matter movement, and that's admirable. Yes, it is. But my thing is, when you have someone like Megan Thee Stallion, you have someone with her platform, we have to realize, yes, again, it's Black Lives Matter, but the whole point of Black Lives Matter is to be seen in the same light as the other races, specifically whites, because that's what this really is all about. Honestly, we've been fighting directly against whites, and police and Trump. That's really what it's been. So it's the right message. Is just being sent in a very hate way. Like, when I say hate, I mean she just doesn't fuck with. I'll put it like this. Remember when No Name said that she was possibly going to stop rapping because she did not want to see any white people in her concerts? She didn't want to make music for white people. That's how that is perceived, and then you get looked at in a negative sense. It alienates your white fans. It alienates your white core. That's all I'm talking about. Now, see, Megan does have a preferred, subject matter. That's fine, but don't slap on a leader sticker on yourself, because that's not leadership. There was nothing empowering about WAP. I don't care what anybody says. That song was not a feminist anthem. You should not be defined by wanting to have sex. You should not be defined by sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? What is that empowering? Girls weren't freaky already? Girls weren't already sucking dick and fucking, licking balls and everything like that? Girls weren't already doing that shit? I get that the perception is go ahead and do it and be open about doing it. But who was stopping you from being open before? Judgment. And that's where your own women empowerment comes from. They're not talking about, do whatever you want to. They didn't saying that in the song. They're just talking about have sex and like having sex or whatever. Suck dick and choke on nuts. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. There's nothing empowering about that. I already made a talking trash about that last year, saying that WAP is not a feminist anthem and it shouldn't define women. It shouldn't define women. They don't look at it like that. Megan Thee Stallion, she's not looking at WAP like a feminist anthem. She really didn't say much about it. Cardi B's the one that's pushing it as this anthem for women, which, the only way you could call it an anthem for women is the fact that you could say that it is actually just for women. Simply put, the song is for women to listen to. Men have no business listening to Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion talking about sucking dick and getting hit from the back and you know what I'm saying? That's not for us. So that's where the women's side of it comes from. We have no business listening to a song like that with that subject matter, with that topic in hand. So when you break it down, that's why I said it's not that simple, because outside of her subject matter, she lives the life. She lives her gimmick. She is her gimmick, and her gimmick is not positive. When you have a woman that's only talking about sex, you really beg the question, why isn't everyone that's doing what she's doing popular? Why isn't Cupcake on the same pedestal as Megan Thee Stallion? When the only way we hear about Cupcake is if, and I really don't like Cupcake either, but same thing. If we're gonna give all the flowers to A, why aren't we giving all the flowers to B? You know what I'm saying? Cupcake, you could argue, is a much better rapper than Megan Thee Stallion, and yet Cupcake has only been heard of, from the last time we heard of her, she was dissing Sukihana, and now we don't hear from her anymore. We hear about Azalea Banks more than we hear about Cupcake, or any rappers that's doing the same thing that she's doing. Megan Thee Stallion just, the thing with her is it's only negative. The only reason why I give her so much flack is she's on this pedestal. She is pretty much the most mainstream female artist right now. And yet, with her subject matter, she decides to spread all these messages I talked about in a negative sense. It just comes off looking like one audience should be listening to her, and that's black women. And I'm trying to tell you right now, if that's all you want listening to your music, you're not going to last long. I'm trying to tell you. How many rappers have only made music for one group and survived? One set of people and survived. If you can name at least 10 people, at least 5 people, I'll make it easier. You know what I'm saying? In the comment section, go ahead. Because I already know there's going to be some set amount of people that come, you know what I'm saying, Megan Thee Stallion fans and stuff like that. Trust and believe, I'm not hating on Megan. I'm just saying, the more stagnant you become, the more bored they're going to get. And the quicker they're going to open their eyes. Now, of course, I already know that there's going to be people that try to defend Megan Thee Stallion that have really, really good points to why they can defend Megan Thee Stallion. I already know what it is. Oh, she's a African American woman striving in a male dominated, genre. Rap is usually, the best rapper is usually a man, and blah blah. And actually, that is great, because for the first time ever, well, not really, but because Nicki Minaj has really been getting them the same flowers, but Megan Thee Stallion has been lauded as the best rapper as of 2020. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. She has her flowers. She's getting her flowers, and people are even stomping on those flowers because of the whole Tory Lanez stuff, where, I'm not gonna lie to you, it kind of seems like Megan Thee Stallion's lying. It seems like either Megan's lying or Tory's lying. One of them are lying though, because no one's saying anything about it. No one's incriminating the other person hard. I'm not gonna get into that because that's a whole nother video. But when we look at Megan Thee Stallion and we look at her fan base, it's gonna be a bunch of girls. It's gonna be a bunch of women, and I'm not marginalizing. It should be a bunch of women because that's the music. That's where her audience really is set at. It's gonna be a bunch of women standing up for her, saying, Megan, you know what I'm saying, stay out of women's business and blah blah blah. And it goes, look, it's far beyond genders right now. So I'm gonna say straight up, anyone that's about to be in the comment section with rebuttal, with some form of resistance, with some form of, oh well, I think you're wrong because, and that's okay. That's okay. Just come in here respectfully, because I'm not in here shitting on Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just saying, based off of what I'm seeing, I don't see a person that's gonna have longevity unless her fans are used to that shit all the time, every time. Unless they're used to that freak shit all the time, every time, which we got from Nicki Minaj mainly, all the time, every time. So we're gonna have to get used to hearing that shit for like 10 years plus, however long Nicki Minaj has been in the game, like 11, 11, 12 years plus, 13 years down the line, we're gonna have them hear Megan. Or if she falls off, it's gonna be because of her subject matter, because her fans are tired of hearing the same thing over and over, or Megan just does something very lucrative and stupid. She's doing a very good job of keeping herself afloat. She's doing a very good job of keeping herself big and relevant. And you know what? It's really like come off, like if you watch my channel, it seemed like I dislike Megan more than I dislike Nicki Minaj. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Megan is making she's just, it's something about her that's just not sitting well with me. There's a lot of female rappers that I'm trying to get used to, that are in the mainstream right now. Like, I don't really like Doja Cat either. I used to really love her music. She's very irritating to me now. Somehow, I would tell you that Sweetie is someone that I would rather listen to than them two. She's not a terrible rapper either. She's good too. But of course, the reason why I'm not bigging up those rappers is because, again, they're all just same song and dance, really. I'm listening to Little Sims. I'm listening to, I'm not listening to Chica. Yeah, I'll probably waiting on me to say that. I'm listening to Rico Nasty. I'm listening to No Name, oddly enough. I'm listening to Rhapsody. I'm listening to, and they don't have to be some shallow, boring ass, flat titty, flat booty having ass rappers that, you know, don't have what the mainstream rappers have. It don't have to be that. Because I listen to Armani Caesar too. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not that. It's just, them rappers I just named ain't pushing some agenda and being looked at, lauded as leaders. And yet some of them could push positive things, and some people of them could be talking about some real shit. They're not being lauded as these heroes and leaders. Megan Thee Stallion is being lauded as this inspirational, influential being, which she is an influence. But just because someone says you're an influence doesn't mean you're a good one. You can be a bad influence. Megan Thee Stallion is a fucking terrible influence. That's what I think. Yes, you can push for female. You can push for African American empowerment and still be a shitty leader. Because ever since she got started, it honestly seems like she does not really give a fuck about her other races, her other raced fans. That's how it comes off as, honestly. So someone's gonna come in the comment section talking about so why is she making music with Ariana Grande, sweetie? If I was some coming up rapper and Ariana Grande wanted to make a song with me, I'm not saying no to that shit either. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a big ass artist. But that's all I have to say about that. I mean, just based off of my points, I don't want to go too in depth. I'll probably have more to say about it. I'm not about to make no 29-minute video talking about Megan, because I have way more points than this. I might have to use them in the comment section today, but if I do, I do. If I don't, cool. You already know what it is, man. Go in the description box. Go ahead and follow, Thoughtful Bae, Dee, and her her Twitter popping. You know what I'm saying? She talk about some pretty dope shit. You know, topics like this that made me think and made me do this video. And then also follow my social medias as well, the Twitter, the Instagram. Follow the Twitch if you want to listen to some bangers or some trash with me and TKG. You already know what it is, man. Hit that description button if you fucked with the topic here, if you fucked with what I said. I know that's probably not the case this time around, but you already know what it is, man. Post notification bell. I don't think I have to tell y'all to do that. 5, have a good time. I'm All the Culture, man. I will see y'all later, man. We not talking no more. Peace.
Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LAB